Everybody, I'm Jimmy Rance. I'm in a video making day, I guess. I think this is number 3. I want to talk about something that I have not put a lot of thought into. I don't even know what to title it. I don't know if this is about dating, if this is about relationships, if this is about life after losing a spouse or life after a divorce. I don't know. But I want to talk about it. I have something in my mind, so bear with me because, I haven't really thought it through. You know, I can't really talk about this topic to the young people because I'm old. I don't know how to be young anymore. You know, those days are over with, baby, you know? But this might apply to you, and it might not. I was thinking about something and I heard something somewhere that, like, a lot of people, y'all go looking for love in all the wrong places. Remember that song? I think it was on Urban Cowboy too. Remember that movie? Good movie, by the way. But you're looking for love in all the wrong places. And what do you mean, Jimmy? I'm looking for love in all the wrong places. Like these, now I'm not going to say everybody, okay? There's exceptions, but I'm going to say these dating apps, these dating sites. You know, I heard somewhere, I don't know if this is a fact, but this is what I heard. But it may be true and it sounds kind of true. You can have maybe 100 men and 100 women in this dating pool. Well, guys, did you know that out of all 100 men and 100 women, that maybe 5 of you men out of 100 are the ones really being looked at by the other 100 ladies? So that means the other 95 guys, you're just, your shit's flaky on a windy day, baby. There's 5, man, out of 100, 5. And all these other women are looking at these 5. So what kind of realistic chance do you think you have? And let's say that you meet somebody. It seems like today, a date is almost like how do you say it? It's almost like a job interview. You go on a date, it's like a job interview. It's crazy. Back in the old days, I know everybody gets sick of that. Well, back in the old days, but really back in the old days, like whenever I asked a girl out on a date, it was because I thought, you know, I really like this girl and I would really like to get to know her better. And I hope that she likes me and maybe she can become my girlfriend if we jive together. You know what I mean? But today, it's almost like, let me see your resume. Can I check out your FICO score? I need to run you through the NCIC system, the National Crime Center, you know? And you wonder why today, I don't know what the statistics are anymore, but a while back, it used to be like, I may be wrong about this, it was like 3/4 of all people that got married ended up in a divorce. I don't know what the statistics are today. And even back then, it may have been closer to 50%. I don't know. I think another problem about this dating thing, you know, and I think this applies to everybody, young and old. Tell me if I'm wrong. You might be, you know how we kind of grade people like, oh, she's a 10, man, she's hot, you know, or the chicks may think the same thing about a guy. Oh, man, he's a strong 9, man, he's a good looking guy. But the problem is, I think, you may be about a 4 or a 5, both men and women here now. I'm not picking on anybody. You may be a 4 and a 5, but in your mind, you think you're a 10, but you're not. And ladies, you may think that you're a real strong 9 or a 10. You think that you're like the sexiest thing walking around, you know? But let me tell you something. In my world, if you can't make a mean biscuit with some good biscuit sopping gravy, you ain't worth a 1.5 as far as I'm concerned. Now, I can make my own biscuits. I can make my own gravy probably better than you can, but it's just nice to have a woman that knows how to make some biscuits. Where am I going with this? I don't know. Do I care? Not really. I've been really giving a lot of thought. Now that I'm single, I've been giving a lot of thought to this. Like, they used to say that if you're out there looking for somebody, you ain't never gonna find nobody. Am I looking for anybody right now? No, not really. Am I closed-minded? Have I shut off everything? No. I got it. This is not sponsored, this water by this whatever Fiji, but I'm gonna drink some. Thirsty. I'll probably forget what I'm talking about. Happens whenever you're old. Man, it tastes good. Ain't nothing better than water. And like I said, I lost my train of thought. But you know, I think a lot of people out there, you're out there looking for somebody and you can't find them because you're probably trying too hard. And whenever you go and you meet somebody or you're on a date or whatever, you know, you overact, you overplay, you're trying to sell yourself. My advice, which take it or leave it, don't do that. Oh, I think I was talking about, I'm going to keep the doors open, and I will. I'm going to keep the doors open. Never say never. I'm one of these never say never kind of guys. Be yourself. If you're a 4 or a 5, it's okay. Are you going to get to 9 or 10? Probably not. But you know, there may be another 4 or 5 out there for you, man. That's your perfect partner. Just be yourself. You know, forget these dating apps and all these fake assholes out there. And that's what they are. You go out with these people, these guys, and they're trying to impress you. They're trying to act like they're stable and they're the most financially secure guy in the world. And man, they're on welfare and you don't even know it. And then whenever you go to these dating sites and you see all these pictures of all these people, you say, man, that's a good looking bastard right there. Look at that. But what you don't realize is this is a picture 30 years ago. 30 years ago. I did meet somebody once online. And I'm going to be honest with you. They told me that they weighed like 134 pounds. You know, whenever you meet and you talk, well, I'm 5'11" and I weigh 225 pounds. This person said, I weigh 134 pounds. Oh, okay, that's cool. No big deal. I mean, I don't care anyway. But when I met her, she dressed out at about 280. Yeah, 280. Maybe more, I don't know. Well, I thought I could be 134 by the time I met you. Well, something kind of didn't work out, huh? Well, guess what? That relationship didn't work out. Why? Started off as a lie. If you would have met me and said, you know, I really like you, Jim, but look, I'm a big, bloated, full-figured woman, okay? I can respect that. But don't tell me you're 130-something pounds whenever you dress out. You know, you look like you could be an offensive tackle for the Green Bay Packers. Don't do that, man. Well, look, I'm not going to drag this out. Look, 5 and 6s, don't pretend and think that you're 10s when you're really not. And truthfully, you're probably a 4. Be yourself. Be honest. If you're not rich, don't act rich. If you're comfortable, just say I'm average. There's nothing wrong with being average. Now, today's society would like to punish you for being average. Everybody's out there looking for the wealth and the big fancy cars and the big houses. And everybody wants to just walk around with their cameras going, I'm a content creator. Look at me. I'm special. No, you're not. That's a tough racket. I can see that. Thank God I don't have to depend on YouTube to make my living. You know why? I'd be down at the soup kitchen. I'd be starving to death. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. Just be yourself. And always remember, if you is who you are, then you amp what you is. Something like that. I think I said that wrong. If you is who you are, then you ain't what you is. I think I got it right. I'm Jimmy Rance. Be yourself.